Picture this scene. It's a regular Tuesday morning in Washington, D.C. The sun is rising, casting long shadows across the monuments, and the city is just beginning to stir with its usual frenetic energy. Lawmakers are already hustling through the Capitol's hallowed halls, their briefcases clutched tightly, their faces etched with the weight of decisions to come. The air is thick with ambition, the scent of old paper, and the quiet murmur of power brokers whispering deals. Suddenly, through the sea of impeccably tailored suits and power ties, a splash of the unexpected. Representative Nancy Mace appears, not in the expected power suit, but in pajamas. This isn't a dream sequence. It's not a prank orchestrated for the morning news. It's just another surreal day in the United States Congress. She'd clearly thrown a blazer on over her sleepwear in a moment of sheer panic, desperately late for a crucial vote. Relatable? Maybe, if your daily grind involves spinning records in a dimly lit radio booth. But this is the hallowed chamber of Congress, not a college dorm room during a slumber party. The public reaction to this sartorial surprise? A potent cocktail of confusion, disbelief, and yes, a healthy dose of amusement rippled across the internet and cable news. Was it a subtle protest against the rigid norms of Washington? A desperate cry for help amidst the political chaos? Or simply a case of epic oversleeping and a mad dash to avoid missing a critical vote? Either way, the image became a fleeting headline, a momentary blip in the 24-hour news cycle. But the image stuck with me, lingering in my mind long after the news cycle moved on. It made me question, what are our elected officials to wear anyway? Is there an unspoken uniform for wielding power? And more importantly, does it even matter in the grand scheme of things? This wasn't just a simple fashion faux pas, a minor wardrobe malfunction on C-SPAN. It felt like a symptom of a bigger, more pervasive trend in modern politics. The increasingly blurred lines between the serious and the absurd, the dignified and the downright chaotic. In an era where carefully crafted stunts and viral moments often garner more airtime and attention than substantive policy debates, Pajamagate, as it was quickly dubbed, became a perfect, albeit unintentional, metaphor for the state of our political discourse. It forced us to ask a fundamental question. Are our elected leaders truly taking their jobs with the gravity and seriousness they deserve? Or are they, like the rest of us mere mortals, just rolling groggily out of bed and trying to navigate the day as best they can? The Founding Fathers, with their powdered wigs and staunch commitment to decorum, would probably be utterly baffled, perhaps even horrified by the sight. The incident, at its core, was a bizarre visual gag, a moment of unexpected levity, played out against the backdrop of the hallowed halls of power. It made us wonder, perhaps a little nervously, if Congress is still a place of unwavering gravity and solemn responsibility, or if it's slowly transforming into just another stage for political theater and carefully orchestrated spectacle. And maybe, just maybe, beneath the layers of political posturing and carefully constructed images, it showed us that our leaders are, at the end of the day, just as tired, just as overwhelmed, and just as utterly confused by the state of the world as we are. Or at the very least, just as desperate for a few more precious minutes of sleep before facing the day. Most of us have a work uniform, even if it's not official. Whether it's explicitly stated in a company handbook or simply understood through unspoken norms, the way we dress for work sends a message. It speaks to our professionalism, our commitment, and our understanding of the environment we're in. Doctors wear scrubs. It's a practical choice, of course, designed for hygiene and ease of movement in a demanding environment. Firefighters wear gear. Their protective equipment isn't just clothing, it's a shield, a symbol of their bravery, and a necessity for their safety. Office workers try to decode smart casual. It's a constant balancing act between comfort and professionalism, trying to find that sweet spot that says, I'm approachable, but I'm also competent. Why? Because clothes signal that we're here to do a job, and we take it seriously. They're a visual shorthand that communicates our intentions and our respect for the task at hand. You wouldn't want your surgeon in flip-flops or your pilot in a tracksuit. The absurdity of those images highlights the importance of appropriate attire in conveying competence and trustworthiness. Work attire is a social contract. It builds trust and says, don't worry, I've got this. It's a nonverbal cue that reassures colleagues, clients, and the public that we're capable and reliable. Putting on work clothes is a mental shift, from personal to professional. It's a conscious decision to step into a different role, to adopt a mindset focused on productivity and collaboration. It's a ritual that prepares us for the day, whether it's surgery or a 3-hour meeting. It signals to our brains that it's time to focus, to engage, and to perform. Uniforms aren't just costumes. They're symbols of responsibility, a judge's robe, a police officer's badge. These outfits mean something. They show respect for the role and the people you serve. So when a lawmaker treats the dress code as optional, it disrupts that system. It's not about fashion. It's about honoring the gravity of the job. Congress isn't a place for nap time. It's a place for serious work. The American people expect their representatives to show up, literally and figuratively. That means dressing the part, not just for show, but out of respect. It's a visual representation of their commitment to serving the public, because democracy deserves more than pajamas. It deserves our full attention, our unwavering dedication, and yes, even our best attire. Congress isn't a tech startup, buzzing with innovation and casual attire, or a laid-back coffee shop where comfort reigns supreme. It's the legislative branch of the most powerful nation on earth, a place where decisions resonate globally and shape the lives of millions. The Capitol's marble columns, soaring ceilings, and intricate architectural details demand a certain level of formality and respect. It's a space steeped in history and tradition. The traditional attire, dark suits, professional dresses, projects seriousness, competence, and authority. It visually communicates that those within are ready to tackle the weighty issues at hand. It's not accidental. It's a deliberate choice. It's a uniform that says, we're stewards of democracy, entrusted with the responsibility of representing the people. When politicians suit up, they represent more than themselves. They embody the hopes and expectations of their constituents. They represent all of us, the diverse tapestry of American society. Dress codes are about respect for the institution, the historical significance it holds, for colleagues fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose, and for voters demonstrating a commitment to serving their interests. Professional attire acknowledges the weight of public trust, the immense responsibility that comes with holding office. Showing up in pajamas sends the opposite message. It suggests a lack of regard for the gravity of the situation. Dismissive, maybe even arrogant, signaling a disregard for the norms of governance. Some say it's old-fashioned, a relic of a bygone era. They argue that ideas matter more than outfits, that substance should always trump style. In a perfect world, sure, that would be the ideal. But in politics, perception is reality, and appearances often shape public opinion. Sloppy dress can mean sloppy work. It can create an impression of carelessness or incompetence, fair or not. The uniform levels the playing field, minimizing distractions and ensuring that debates focus on substance, not style or personal expression. Congress's dress code isn't about conformity, suppressing individuality, or stifling personal expression. It's about professionalism, signaling a commitment to the serious work at hand. It's a visual reminder that the work inside matters, that the decisions made within those walls have far-reaching consequences, and that the world is watching, scrutinizing every action and every choice made by those in power. The debate over what politicians wear is really about the erosion of formality in public life. Once there were unwritten rules, no name-calling, no screaming matches, no pajamas on the House floor. These norms kept government civil and orderly. Now, politics is performance art. Stunts designed to go viral. Wearing pajamas or a controversial t-shirt isn't a mistake. It's a strategy. The focus shifts from substance to spectacle. Outrageous outfits get more attention than real policy. The loudest voices, not the most thoughtful, get rewarded. The more stunts succeed, the more they multiply. And the less governing gets done. The pajama incident was political theater, a way to grab headlines and signal, I'm different. But it also made Congress look less like a serious institution, more like a reality show. In a reality show, drama always wins, and the real work gets lost in the noise. Let's play devil's advocate. Is outrage over a politician's outfit just a distraction from real issues? Absolutely. While we debate pajamas, the world faces real crises. Climate, economy, war. Focusing on clothing is easy outrage, easier than understanding policy. We judge politicians on costumes, not actions. Who decides what's professional anyway? Dress codes can be exclusionary. Maybe dressing differently is a call for Congress to reflect America's diversity. Shouldn't we judge lawmakers by their votes, not their wardrobes? Constant commentary on clothes can be sexist or classist, a way to trivialize real work. The real problem isn't what they wear, but what they do. Let's talk about political messaging through clothing. Nancy Mace isn't new to this. She once wore a white t-shirt with a red A to a Republican prayer breakfast, a nod to the Scarlet Letter, protesting hypocrisy in her own party. This wasn't an accident. It was performance art, designed to dominate headlines. The t-shirt hijacked the narrative, sparking debate about symbolism, not substance. It was clever and provocative, and pure political theater. But it blurred the line between personal expression and professional responsibility. Instead of policy debate, it became a story of personal grievance. Congress turned into a high school cafeteria. Disputes settled with gestures, not arguments. The spectacle overshadowed the substance. It set a precedent dress code as weapon, not respect. The message was loud, but the policy got lost, and the cycle of spectacle continued. The real danger? When the outfit gets more attention than the policy. More people know about Mace's pajamas than her voting record. That's a problem. Entertainment replacing information. It's not just her, it's systemic. The media loves simple visual stories. Outfits over legislation. Politicians play along, knowing stunts get more coverage than substance. The attention economy rewards spectacle, not solutions. The public loses out, left with a circus instead of a deliberative body. We form opinions on impressions, not understanding. We get angry about t-shirts while real problems go unsolved. We become spectators, not citizens. The spectacle distracts us. And it works. The outfit outshines the policy and we're left less informed. I'll admit I have a complicated relationship with all this. As a comedian and commentator, I thrive on political absurdity. A congresswoman in pajamas? Comedy gold. But by highlighting stunts, am I fueling the spectacle I criticize? If I ignored the theater, I'd have no show. But by focusing on it, am I normalizing it? The goal isn't to ignore the theater, it's to see it for what it is. Laugh at the absurdity, then look past it. Use these moments as a hook to get to the real issues. The challenge is to stay focused on what matters. Votes, not wardrobes. Demand solutions, not sound bites. Reward the workhorses, not the show ponies. It takes effort from all of us. Journalists, comedians, citizens. Less fun maybe, but far more important. So, where does this leave us? We've seen how dress codes became a stand-in for deeper issues in politics. The line between governing and performing is blurred, and it's exhausting. What if we just changed the channel? What if we ignored the stunts and focused on real work? Imagine if politicians knew only real solutions got attention, not pajamas. The incentive structure would change overnight. The focus would shift from theater to substance. This isn't about letting anyone off the hook. It's about holding them to a higher standard. We watch what they do, not what they wear. It means more work for us, reading past headlines, seeking substance. But if we want a serious government, we have to be serious citizens.